Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I am streaming the Lord of the Rings online for a little bit this morning, and I got a lot of updates for you all, so I'm actually surprised I was able to do this so early after my channel update and that vacation that I talked about. And I also just realized I echo a lot more in my new setup here, so I'll have to get used to that as well. But I just did want to talk a little bit about what's been going on, but I'll get to that in a little bit. As far as what I'm going to be doing in general today is just continuing Mirkwood on my Warden. I think I left off, I finished the Haunted Inn, so we'll probably be headed somewhere else. And then I probably won't be playing too long, maybe just a little bit over half an hour, but I did have the opportunity to do the stream, so I still wanted to, even if it will be a little bit shorter than a lot of my other streams. So we have these vendors. Gotta remind myself, it's been so long since I've even logged into LOTRO. It's been probably not quite 2 weeks, a little bit over 1 week though. So I gotta get used to even playing a game. This is the first time I've actually logged into LOTRO, but logged into any game in that time because I've been busy with the vacation last week and moving and all that stuff. Still unpacking a little bit with that type of stuff. But yeah, just a lot going on, and anyway, since I had the time to do this, I figured I could go ahead and do it this morning. And one thing, you all might hear some different noise in the background. First of all, my computer is actually on my desk now, so the fan is a little bit louder. I don't think the mic picks that up too much. And I'm also having to watch a kitten right now, so I have to keep a little bit of an eye on him, but he's sleeping right now. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with my setup. As far as what I want to do now, I could go ahead and do Treacherous Lights. I see the Chapter 5 book quest, but I'm guessing I'll get a lot more quests at the Drownholt here at the little camp here, so we can head to that camp. And hey, Tight TV, if you're asking why you go, so I had a vacation and I was also moving kind of around the same time. So that's why I haven't made many videos. And I still do actually have 3 videos that I can work on and will be uploading. Otherwise, videos might be a little bit more scarce than they used to be, but hopefully we'll have some opportunities to record some videos, and today actually would have been a time for that, but since I had enough time, I figured I could go ahead and do the short stream, give a little bit more detail, I guess, with the updates and go a little bit longer on that. So yeah, my vacation started last Sunday. I went to Florida. That was pretty fun. It was my first time in Florida for like 14 years. And my first vacation. I guess I technically did have a little one last summer, but my first like actual vacation also around that same time. So that was all fun and exciting, which unfortunately for you all meant no videos during that time. And then at the same time, I'm also moving, I mentioned this in the channel update, away from my college campus back home, and that's kind of why it's going to be a little bit tougher for me to stream and record videos. It looks like I have Hobbit Presents open. And I am actually still like unpacking and organizing all my stuff. Got my computer mostly set up, at least enough that I can do this and do some other general things on it. See, I have a lot of armor. I think I have like tactical mitigation. I just kind of trying to remember what all is going on with that. I have a piece with physical mastery. Looks like I'm at the cap for that, so don't need to worry about that. Fortunately, my stream setup is basically the same. Like, I still have my desk kind of set up the same way, so I don't have to completely get used to all of that. So it looks like, I just looked over to my Streamlabs page because I was just thinking about that when I mentioned that, and it looks like they changed that on me. And I cannot see recent subscribers or anything like that, so hopefully they will still pop up, but if anything like that happens, I won't be able to see it. So we're still heading to this camp. It looks like there will be a lot of quests here. Don't know how many of them I will have to do, but hopefully I can get through one quest set. As I mentioned, I'd probably only be going a little bit over half an hour, so not too much time to kind of finish this camp. At least that's my expectations. I figure Drownholt would take longer than half an hour from now. so we got those quests. Another thing is LOTRO has had 2 updates. I've tried to follow that a little bit, but don't know too much what was changed. I think they changed some things with crafting, like relics or something like that, in-game relics for the Supreme tier, so for Mirkwood. And then I'm not too sure if anything's changed with Veils of Anduin, but I still had fun with that. Finally finished that in the last stream before my break. So where do I need to go? I just need to go here and quest. Looks like I have 2 quests locked. I don't really want the other quest locked, the Emin Loom one. So we have to explore Drownhole. Probably can track that one, that'd be a good one. And seeking out that specifically named mob. Dry Branches is a repeatable quest, so probably don't need to worry about that too much. So you have that quest, which is in one specific area, same with kind of this orange one, the Mysterious Affliction, so probably good to go ahead and do those. Although it looks like I already found that quest. Boglights, don't need to kill them. I do need to defeat Swamp Cats. We found quite a few of those when we were trying to get wargs earlier. Now it looks like I need this thing. I don't know what it is. Water sample? Oh, water samples in Drownhole. Looks like these Boglights want to attack me or something. Or they're just very interested in me. So yeah, I'm kind of trying to think about the future and working on videos. And particularly with streaming, just because I enjoy it a lot, it's going to be harder for me to try and do it, but if I can somehow work out a schedule to actually be able to stream in the future, that would be good. Mainly for the rest of summer, but with summer I'm often doing other things, which also makes it harder in general to more specifically stream rather than work on videos. And so we talked to him and he gave me something to continue. Guess I have to turn that in. So we already got 2 quests done. That was pretty quick. So we have Luminous Poisons and a Smoking Fire. And these look like just general area quests. I do see the orange one is kind of separate, so we can head to that. That's the Dry Branches. And then there's one for Stingers. I was thinking it'd be these marsh flies that I passed quite a few of them, so we can kill them on the way. There's one of the cats I need, Swamp Cat. But one problem with finding a schedule is I'm actually working on taking the GRE, or going to be working on that. So I just kind of gotta find out what's going on, and as I've said a few times now, as far as like just this stream specifically, since I had an opportunity to stream, I figured I would go ahead and do it. But I'm kind of thinking by next week things should be settled more, so I can kind of see where things are at and what I can do. And hopefully also by that time I'll actually have some of my other videos edited. Because as I mentioned, I have 3 that I already recorded. One of them's kind of a bit old now. And that one, all of them I basically need to record some gameplay for. That is one thing I needed to do. And today LOTRO was actually down this morning. I actually was going to try to log on, but kind of forgot there was an update going on, which just finished. I actually thought I might not be able to stream because the update was scheduled to go to 12 p.m. That's when their maintenance is always scheduled to. Sometimes they end early, and I was really hoping today would be. So I could actually do this stream, and fortunately it was. So that worked out well for me today. But I also wasn't able, looks like I got the summer quest. Don't I just have to do it in the panel? Oh, it looks like I have to do something. Summer seasonal instances, I guess. Usually those are, you just accept them and turn them in and get like free XP and a token or something. I have a lot of notifications, probably missing mail, not only from my kin, but from my other characters as well. I know I was bouncing loot around between my Runekeeper and this character. And I think my kin, as far as what they're doing, I'm way behind them in levels, of course, because Mirkwood decided to release at a time that I basically couldn't play besides the first couple days. And at the same time also was trying to finish Veils of Anduin before my break, which I did do, so that was good, but Just meant less playing of Mirkwood here and being low level compared to everybody, but I think they have run... I think they started one of the raids. It would have been the Mirkwood one, the one that's not Ostdunhoth, so Dolguldur. I don't know what the actual raid is called. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Sameth Goal, I know they've run that, the 6-man. We need the Battle Cats, right? Yes. Or the Swamp Cats. I don't know why I said Battle Cats, but they seem like Battle Cats anyway. Also need a lot more water samples, only have 2 of those. And dry branches, so I just need a lot of things. I think I finally made it to the dry branches area though. That's why I keep picking them up. But yeah, they're way ahead of me as far as content goes and as far as levels go. Kind of curious with the Mirkwood instances if you can run them under levels. So with the non-scaling ones, like the Moria ones, you could invite somebody after you start the instance as like levels below when you would unlock it. So even like Turtle, you could run at like level 53 or 54, something below 58. And since the Mirkwood ones scale, I'm not sure if it would be the same way. If I could like still join a level 65 run of the Mirkwood instances, even though one problem I might run into is a lot of them you need to actually discover. I think with the Ostdunhoth ones in particular you need to discover. Maybe not the Mirkwood ones. Or Ostdunhoth, including all the other in their absence, the Nadoith raids and instances. A lot of them are not in Nadoith, I think. I don't know what instances are in Nadoith, but a few of them are just scattered throughout Eriador. I know there's one in Trollshaw's. Maybe one in the Shire. That could be a Mirkwood one as well. And then there is one in Foreshell, Seri Surma, something like that. I don't know if that's the exact name, but yeah, all those are pretty fun though. I think I've run most of them through featured instances now, and they're pretty fun. There's also one with giants or something like that. Don't really remember it too well. I think I ran it once or twice as like a featured instance, so probably ran it a couple times. Probably remember it more once I actually did it as well. What do we need? More dry branches? I feel like I'm questing very slowly. But I have no idea if that's actually true or not. I really need a new cosmetic as well on this character. I feel like we've killed a lot of the Swamp Cats. We only need 2 more after this. And we're also getting some of the Luminous Fingers. Those shouldn't be hard to get. The main thing is the water samples, and I'm starting to run out of branches. Probably because I'm not in the area I need to be anymore. Hey, Dan's Adventures. Okay, got all the Swamp Cats killed. We still need 3 Luminous Stingers and 4 dry branches. The 4 dry branches have to be in this area. And the water samples are, specifically, what is that, wetlands? Yeah, that one's actually more south, that's why I haven't found any. So probably once we go down to that area, we'll be able to find a lot more. And we also have the book quest, which I kind of completely forgot about, so we should try and get that. Looks like one of them will be up here, so we can probably do that one. We're just looking for dry branches. Guess these Ilex branches are not dry enough, but we'll get them. Okay, should hopefully find a lot actually running to the south down here. Here too. I did get 6, I guess, which was a little bit more than I thought. So after getting these 2, I'll only need 2 more. Another thing that will in general be going on that I'd like to do YouTube content for would be World of Warcraft Classic. The main type of content I want to do at that is actually streaming though. So as I was mentioning, with that being a little bit probably harder to do, I don't know how likely that will be that I can consistently do that, but it is something I'd like to do, and it's not going to release till actually 2 months, so that'd actually be after school starts for me. But yeah, that's just another general thing I would like to do and hopefully can do other than LOTRO. It's the only other game I'm like really interested in doing, and like not just playing but actually doing YouTube content for as well. One game I kind of wanted to get back to for this year, to get to the annual gameplays early next year, was actually Rift. I like to do that one every other year, just because I kind of like playing a variety of games, and doing those gives me the chance to actually do that and enjoy them and see all they got to offer, at least for those ones, at least at lower level. I need one more dry branch. I feel like there's only one more in this area and I'm just missing it, and there's one at least. So we'll take that one and go do the book quest, I suppose. We will go to the guy right next to me. Looks like I will need to actually find both of them, so probably good to head into the circle first and get it done. At first I was thinking the quest was find Rosar or find Styr. I think I've seen a couple quests like that where you can do one or the other, and particularly in Moria, and I have no idea why he just disappeared there. I guess I didn't actually find him, and I definitely didn't ensure his safety, so that was a little bit weird. Yeah, he just disappeared on me. We'll go back up and around and see if he's up on this side of the hill. Though I'm not too sure he would be. He could be, I guess. I kind of just feel like I'm getting out of the swamp area, the drown hole, but it still has all the same mobs up here. Yeah, not seeing anything up here either. I don't know if the quest is supposed to do that, but that was just the weirdest thing. I got up to him and then he decided to disappear. We will fall and break our leg and search more. Looking at the map, I'm still in the area for him. I can go to like the edges of the circle and see if I see anything. But just finding a lot of swamp cats right now. If there are at least some of the firefly guys, I could get some of the stingers, but I'm not seeing any of them either. A lot of crawlers as well. I don't think I have a quest for them. Probably a deed. For some reason when I hover over him, he's not telling me anything. There we go. Yeah, don't need actually anything for him. Here's one firefly. I can kill this firefly. Maybe killing something will trigger this guy. We can look to the south as well. I don't need to stay up here. It's just really weird to me that he randomly decided to disappear when I got up to him. So we can check this section to the south, but I assume it's like one of the NPCs we need to find per each of these like circle areas. So we can try this one. Maybe we'll find both of them down here. That would be nice. But down here we can also get the water samples. Okay, here's a ring, and there's a person. A little dwarf. Okay, he disappeared as well when I went to him. So I'll get these water samples and hope I find some more dwarves. Non-disappearing dwarves would be preferred. For some reason I'm having trouble clicking right now. There we go. At least we're getting a lot of water samples. I think I've already gotten 3 since I went down in this area. So hopefully don't need to worry about those too much. Do have to kill a couple mobs along my way here. Thought I pulled up Firefly. There he is. Okay, so Matthew Bradley, you say if they disappear, it's not the right one. That's kind of what it seemed like to me. That's why I figured I'd continue investigating, but that is good to know that I can just keep searching and we'll hopefully find the right one eventually. I don't remember when I did Mirkwood before, if I ever actually did this swamp. I'm not really remembering it. I did the book quest though, so I would have actually done this quest. Which is the really weird thing about Mirkwood, is I seem to not remember like any of it, basically as if I never did it, but I know I did the book quest on at least one of my characters, and I think even two of my characters I did at least some of the book quests. But I did a lot more with the book quest, I think, getting around here. I kind of maybe remember something in that general area east of Emon Loom. So maybe I'll start recognizing a little bit more of that, but yeah, this one I don't really remember at all. But then I got thinking that I have done it before, so it seems like I should remember something like that. Probably try back north a little bit. I think the only one that's popped up has been the Stigger guy. That one right there. No, that's Rizar. I expected that to be Stigger again. I'm guessing this guy will disappear, but we will see. Nope. Maybe I just always need to guess they'll disappear. So he's going to return to camp at once, and now we have these three options, it looks like, for Stigger, and we already got him at the north and the north kind of westish one here. So if I had to guess, he would be down here to the southeast. Do we still need fireflies? Nope, we just need 2 more water samples, so finally getting some progress with the quest. I felt like earlier that I was questing really slowly, and here's a ring on my mini-map, and he will not disappear. Except I can't actually ensure his safety yet. Looks like this one mob decided to not get attacked. That's actually 3 gambits now he's decided to not get hit by. Finally got hit by one, but by that time he was about halfway dead from regular attacks. I don't know, that particular cat that I was attacking seemed to have a lot more resistance or something. Wow, you ended up walking around for 10 minutes trying to find him. Yeah, that's a long time. Fortunately for me, it was a little bit quicker. I was walking kind of up there for a few minutes, but I don't think quite 10 minutes. We need 2 more water samples. Should be able to find them fairly easily, I would think. I don't think I've gotten any in this area. That's kind of why I'm heading here. There's 1 water sample. I don't know what's wrong with the water over there where I was, though. Here is 1 more. Hey, Westheimer King, and you say leveling up alts is so much fun. I do agree, I like playing a lot of alts and I like leveling them. It's especially fun after a while if I haven't done a zone or kind of a specific level range in a while, going back to that. And the legendary servers were really good for that because I made a lot of new characters when they were released as kind of like a fresh start for the whole server. So it's fun going through the old zones, which I hadn't done in a while, and once the legendary servers were announced, I definitely didn't go back. I actually did play 1 low-level character with somebody. That was the first one in a while that I had played at low level, and we got to level 20-ish or so. I think done with Barrow Downs. But otherwise, I just hadn't done it in a while in general, and was kind of getting in the mood for making a new character and doing that stuff. So it's just good timing for me with that, and then also going through kind of the levels 40s, 50s, and 60s again was nice. Some of the 60s, only level 62 right now, and I think this is my highest level character above 60. I think Actually, thinking about the server in general, I only had this character at the level cap in Mori. I still have my lore master in the 50s. So you have your main level 120 minstrel, and then a 115 captain who just sits in your kin house. Yeah, I have my characters on Anor. I don't play quite as much, or on Arkenstone actually. The ones on Anor I have been playing a little bit more, but the ones on Arkenstone I haven't in general been playing as much, but since update 24, what do I need to do? I have a book quest ready for turn in at Durstocks. I have the search for a remedy here in Terror of the Drownhole and another ring quest. Kind of trying to think how much time I have left as well. I probably want to play about 10 to 20 minutes more at most, unfortunately. It's kind of really... This is why basically I didn't really like doing short streams, even though sometimes... I feel like I'm saying this poorly, but a few months ago, I was a little bit too busy to do kind of my normal time streams. Like, in general, when I stream, I like to do around 2 hours, sometimes an hour and a half, or even an hour is okay. But I was having, like, these periods of where I could play and stream comfortably for about half an hour, but it's just, like, way too short for me to actually do a stream, just because it ends so quickly, and that's unfortunately what today is going to be like, but we want to go to the Haunted Inn. But yeah, in general, I just don't like doing shorter streams, basically. To get back to chat, do I ever bother trying to like max out the deeds on an alt? Or am I suffering from altitis? I just like playing a lot of alts. I don't generally max them out, max like all their deeds or anything. Usually if I do something like that, it'd just be like one main character where I do the deeds on them. Typically, if I do deeds on an alt, it's actually when I level them up, so not at the cap. But yeah, usually if I'm going through like a zone like the Vales of Anduin, like I was doing on my Warden, the one on Arkenstone, I would only do the deeds on that character and not really bother as much with the other characters because I've already done them once. What I usually find fun is just questing through different areas and sometimes questing through them again or taking a little bit different path. Yeah, Arkenstone, I have a little bit of lag on. I have a lot more lag on my Warden on Arkenstone than my Warden on Anor, and just notice a lot more on Wardens for some reason. With the Gambits in particular, the Masters, it gets really annoying. Hello, Xerx. Okay, so what do we need to do for the book quest? Oh, I need to talk to Browan. Alright, we need to go back to the cellar, and did not need to leave. So I think I'll just work on the book quest a little bit more for today. Because, as I keep repeating, basically, don't have much longer, and I feel like the book quest, just seeing where it goes would be probably the best bet. Well, that was easy. Drownhole compasses. Don't know what they do. Track humanoid creatures. Talk to the elves of the Hidden Guard. We'll see where this is. For some reason, this seems like it would be an Emyn Loom. I don't know why, but that is what it seems like, at least. We can actually go out of here and zoom out on the map and see where I need to go. Oh, is it back at the Haunted Inn at the bottom? It's probably back at the cellar down there. Hey, Smash OG. Yeah, I am hopefully back a little bit more. I was talking earlier about how things will probably settle down a little bit more. I guess it makes sense that this quest would be right next to the other quest I got to actually talk to the elves here, but yeah, hopefully things will be settled down next week and I will maybe be able to stream or at least make videos a little bit more. Okay, so you're playing the game for the first time since 2012. That's a long time ago, 7 years. I don't know if Helm's Deep was released by then, but Helm's Deep, oh, I guess I'm waiting for nothing. I thought I was waiting for them to do something. I need to talk to the other elves down here. Alright, so now we need to talk to Kucheron at the Haunted Inn, so I assume he's up here. But anyway, I think I was talking about Helm's Deep there, and Helm's Deep just changed a lot of things. I do need to go to a Forge Master and reforge an ally, it looks like. We get Shield Piercer duration, range damage, or Vitality. Probably... yeah, upgrading Vitality does basically nothing, so we'll do range damage. Don't really care on these ones, which I get. But yeah, Helm's Deep made a lot of bigger changes, I guess, with like the class changes and things like that to have actual specs and trait trees. And then there have been a lot of little updates since then, and new systems and changes to like the ally system, things like that. So we need to talk to this guy at the Haunted Inn, but I have no idea where. I'm going to Rovanian, South Mirkwood. Is he a little bit outside, or is he actually inside in the cellar? I thought I looked down there and didn't see him. This is one of the worst quests for me. I keep running back and forth, it seems like, thinking I'm done in an area, and I might not be. So I just want to check these rooms, make sure I don't actually miss anybody down here before we head completely out of the inn. Okay, don't see him here. I thought I saw another room where somebody could be, that's why I decided to head back here, but yeah, we just looked through all the rooms and did not find anything, so we can head to the upstairs and double check inside the Haunted Inn. Once again, not seeing anybody around here, so we will leave and hopefully we'll find the guy we need. So the last time you played, Zerix, the Beorning and High Elf both weren't released. The Beorning was kind of Helm's Deep-ish time, I think, maybe a little bit after that. I don't actually remember exactly when it was released. And the High Elf was released with Mordor, which for some weird reason the expansion didn't actually come with the High Elf race, even though they were released at the same time, like with each other. But yeah, I need to go to Loom, I think, for a couple quests. I don't have a travel there. What's the Estelad Mernale? Is that this place? Yeah, I thought it was. So we can go ahead and just run to Loom, I think. I have a couple things to turn in there, and like would never be a bad idea to just go ahead and go there and see what they have there. I believe it's kind of the main camp of Mirkwood, but I don't really know because I didn't really play back then, and whenever I'd level through this area I'd usually do Enodoith because I just enjoy it so much. I'm enjoying Mirkwood a lot right now. Hey Sanium, and yeah, getting back to at least playing LOTRO and hopefully making videos more than streams, unfortunately, with that. But we will see, and I will try to keep you all updated, especially as I have been mentioning next week is when I'm thinking things will settle down and maybe can give a little update then. One other video I wanted to get to, but I actually never did. I don't know why, I just remembered this, but Louis in the Warden. I was kind of doing that series, but then I started playing on Anor. And at the same time, I started playing a new Warden on Anor, so it'd be like doing kind of two series in a way on two different Wardens while also playing my Warden on Arkansas. And it was just a little bit too much with the Wardens for me. And to keep like 3 different Wardens going on my channel was kind of crazy. But having just the one on Anor that I play and the one on Arkansas that I play is good, I think, but I didn't want to do an update video specifically for that, and where I might be able to, or might start playing him a little bit more in the future, maybe infrequently, but more than just like complete breaks. So we'll see with that, what's going on with that as well. I could always start like a new just general Let's Play if I have a lot more time to do shorter recordings where I wouldn't really want to stream quite as much. Just completely new character might work for something like that. I know I still need to level a captain on Anor. Don't know how great that would be for a more solo-oriented Let's Play though. I do need to do a champion, and you all probably know I hate the champion class. I don't know why. Well, I kind of know why, but I'm just a little bit biased against it, I guess. But anyway, that one would be an interesting one for me to try to do a Let's Play of, just because I kind of dislike it so much. Well, I'm getting so many quests here, I don't even plan to do any of these. At least yet, I do plan to eventually do them. But that's actually something, just thinking about that a little bit. I have another ring here? I thought I talked to all the people with rings here. Every time I go up to him, he starts talking, it seems like. There we go. There we go. Oh, he's got to talk a little bit more. A lot of our returning players are in the VIP playground, aka the Moors. I don't really play in the Moors too much. The last time I really played there was Isengard, and didn't really do all that much anyway. Okay, so I think there is a ring in here. Oh, this is the crafting hall. This is an interesting crafting hall. All the crafting is really far away. I just saw a ring here on the mini-map. I wanted to see if I have a quest here. It could be a crafting quest or something like that. I do not know, and I do not see a ring. Oh, there's actually a ring right here. Oh, the Master of Apprentices. Introduction to Farming. I have already filtered that quest, but it still came up, and it still came up as the ring on the mini-map. So we can go ahead and exit the crafting hall, which did not have anything for me. Hey Tomole LP. Kinda got through that name. So which add-ons do I use? I'm actually not using any add-on right now, and if you go, there's like a LOTRO interface website that has a lot of add-ons. They have a lot of better instructions that I could give on installing them and which ones people do. Westheimer King, I am in a kin. I'm in the Mithril League kinship. Been here since the server release. Played with a lot of people that were from Arkenstone that came over and made this kin. The people in Arkenstone that I played with more specifically, and then also we've had a lot of new people from like just Xehanort and other servers they used to play on. So recipes, just got a lot of things I can get. Why does that only have 136 physical mastery? With the new stats, it seems like it should have 1,360, just like add a 0 on them since they updated the stats. So I don't know why that has so little physical mastery. It looks like we can get some level 61 allies. Don't think I'd in particularly want a level 61 ally. I think I tested that and it wouldn't be better than my first stage, especially since I put like starlight crystals. I was kind of hoping there might be some good things from these vendors, but not seeing too much. There are a lot of vendors though. It looks like there's a random person to trade my medallions for scrolls right here. That's a lot of medallions for a scroll of empowerment. For some reason I thought you could get a much better deal at the skirmish camp. Did we talk to this one? Oh no. I didn't look at this one, but I think we talked to her. These all require level 63, probably about the level you'd actually be when you get here. I do see a Warden Shield, so that'd probably be something interesting to look at. I have a lot of physical mastery, but nice that they at least have one with that. Yeah, it looks like the Maladrim gear, especially the crafting pieces that I just looked at, could definitely use some updating. Got some chest pieces here, and some pants. All of them, again, I can't use. A lot of these pieces are the more updated type, so like this one has a lot more physical mastery. It actually only doesn't have quite as much as it could though. 649 is not as much as like some of the Moria stuff. So even that could use a little bit more updating if it's like a little bit more in line. They do look good though. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was kind of just thinking about that, what they looked like. I guess I could look at all of the bear ones here. Or of the guard. I don't know what's supposed to match what here. But I assume they're supposed to match. I don't know, maybe there's a chest piece. Those don't seem to match too much, but I know other vendors as well has other pieces. Maybe certain things match, maybe none of them match. They're just random pieces of gear. But yeah, this is a neat little town. I have been here before, just... yeah, not too much time spent in Mirkwood for me. I don't really know what all the vendors had, so I wanted to check those out. But yeah, I think that's a good point to wrap the stream up. Again, very short stream for me compared to my usual length. But to kind of summarize, I guess, what will be coming up in the future, I do have 3 specific videos that I'm working on. I think 2 are kind of just random topic ones. I don't really remember what's going on in them. I have to actually look back. And then these are legendary server rewards. I think you get these probably for running the instances and raids and stuff. But yeah, I'll have those videos, and one I think is a Warden Blue Line trait build. As far as I know, that's what it is. It could be Red Line or something, but I gotta get gameplay for all those and edit them, so hopefully can get those up in the next week or 2. All of those up, and then I'd like to try and record a couple more videos. I don't know specifically if I have anything planned that I can record in the future, but just like general videos as they come up, I'd like to record and continue like with the LOTRO patches, those type of videos I'd like to do. Otherwise, basically I have the same info now as I did in the channel update. It's just kind of going to be sporadic when I can work on content. But I am hoping in the next week when things settle down, I'll be able to have a little bit of an update, maybe in just a full update video, and let you all know what's going on with things and see where the content is going from there. And I think I covered everything as far as that goes, so I hope you all did enjoy this stream though, and have enjoyed my content, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more, and thanks for watching and joining everyone.